Hello, everyone. I'm here. I'm a minute or two late. I know. I had to pee. I had to close my window, close the blinds. All the stuff you got to do before you go live, just to make sure you got it all done. So I'm not sitting here freezing with the window open. So good evening, everyone. And let's see who all we got in the place tonight. Wow, got a long list of people here. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Ash Inc. Nana's here. And Yvonne. And Dreamer. Hi, Dreamer. And Tanya Ross. Hello. And Allie Crafts Pursuits and Saphira's mama. Welcome, y'all. And Drea. Hello, Andrea. And who else we got? Shannon's Crazy Corner. Hello. And Gina. And Caitlin. And is that a Sama or Sama? I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that one. And that would be Linda. Hello, Linda. And Hippie Grandma. Hello, welcome. And Dawn Marie, welcome. Marie Casey, hello. Kelly Bowen, hello. Hi, Lizzie Vapes. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. I like to make sure I pronounce everybody's name properly. Okay, everyone. Well, it's been an exciting week. My supervisor had his last day on Friday, and we had a blast roasting him on Friday night at a little get-together at the bar after work. But he's on to bigger and better, and I wish him the best. But it's going to be a way different environment at work tomorrow. I'm actually looking forward to going back to work on Monday this time. And so, as you saw, there's a big announcement this evening, and we're going to wait for a little bit and do that one because, don't want to just give it all away in the beginning. Wouldn't be any fun. Keep y'all guessing. So yeah, it's been a great weekend. I went and did lift last night. Came home a little early because I was just getting tired and falling asleep and didn't want to drive and sleep at the same time. That's right, the pressure, Allie, the pressure. We gotta, keep y'all guessing. So as you see, I've gotten quite a bit done here. Let me pull back a little bit and you can see exactly how much I've gotten done because I am now, excuse my messy desk here, I am now halfway done with it. Of course it is upside down because I'm working on the top half now and it is looking amazing. I am so pleased with how this is turning out. Yeah, hippie grandma, I know. I'm just bad about things like that. I'm just waiting for a few more people to pop in. I am terrible. I am. What would it be if I gave it all away right in the beginning? What fun would that be? Then you wouldn't have any reason to watch the rest of the video and watch the rest of the live, I mean, if I gave away the big announcement in the beginning, I'm not going to wait till the end, She says, get on with it. Where is the Hank? The Hank is right there. Hey, buddy. Yep, there you are. I gave him some catnip earlier, and he's been kind of incorrigible today. So he's been attacking my arm all day long. Yes, Hank is in his normal spot. That's his spot. If he's not laying up there, he's laying right here. No, he's not coming down. Yeah, he's coming down from the catnip high. But yeah, he's kind of sleeping it off. Oh, yeah, it's been a great week. I hope everybody's had a great week. I've been busy, work and more work and more work and more work, and then lift this weekend. I didn't go out Friday night. We had snow. If you caught my last video, we had a lot of snow. So I didn't go out driving Friday night. Well, one, because I went out and had a couple of beers with my outgoing supervisor, but I only did that because I decided I wasn't going to go out and risk having another accident and putting myself even farther behind and stuff. So I figured I could make $200 in a night, or I could have a wreck and cost myself $2,500 in the deductible. So I just figured the safe thing to do is go out and have a couple of beers and go home. Hello, Beth Minton. Yes, Yvonne, this thing sparkles. This diamond, well, this will be the first diamond art club that I've completed when I get it done. And I just can't get over how sparkly these squares are compared to other square diamond paintings I've done. Their diamonds are just so much more sparkly. Plus, there are so many ABs in this one. All of that white snow is just ABs, and they just shine and shimmer. You don't get that sheen that you get from most squares where you can actually kind of just see the lines of the drills. No, it just sparkles all over like a round. It's kind of really nice. You know what? You are. Hey, Shauna. How are you, sweetie? Love you. If anybody wasn't here last week, Shauna Lochner is my daughter. She's my baby girl. She's my youngest. And Linda Gardner, you are 100% correct. And that's the main reason I didn't go out on Friday night, because everybody's still in summer driving mode, even myself. I caught myself sliding around turns going to work and all that. Now, if this had been February, everybody's used to it. No problem. It's just normal driving conditions for February. And you don't see a whole lot of wrecks around here in the wintertime, even when everything's snow covered. But that first snowfall, people just can't transition from summer to winter in one day. Hello, Robin Babcock. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, hippie grandma, I think that's the same thing happens here, at least for the first snowfall. And then after that, everybody kind of calms down and it becomes just normal winter pattern and everybody gets into the winter driving mode. It's just changing that mode from summer to winter that gets everybody. And that was a risky night to be out trying to drive. I said, nah. I'm good, Shauna. I'm doing great. And Lorinda. Hello, Lorinda Churchill. I'm sorry, I'm sitting here like just running my mouth. I'm not even diamond painting. As you see, I've only got a few more drills left in this section. But you're working and lurking Ash Ink. Okay. Have fun. I hope you get that done. You're still working on the sexy girl DP, aren't you? This DP Dreamer, this is a Diamond Art Club. This is the Starry Night Santa from Diamond Art Club. Awesome. Can't wait to see it finished. Hello, Melissa Brown. Well, thank you, Linda. I try. Sometimes I got to work harder at it than I do other times, you know. Yeah, I've got my special effects going tonight. Now, I know I saw a spot where I needed 4 drills, and I couldn't figure out where. Oh, there it was. And if y'all don't know, I love my 4-placer. I absolutely love this. And I'm using my new pen that I just got. This is so pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, awesome. Can't wait to see it finished. Melissa, no, you did not miss the big announcement because I am kind of a, hold on, bill collector. Okay, hang up on him. Yeah, isn't that awesome how that black blends in there with that? It just kind of, and it's so kind of like see-through, but not really. It's just really beautiful. I love it. If you haven't noticed, all of my stuff is blue. So yeah, I mean, there's my dolphin trails. I love that one. You don't like the 4-placers, Allie? Oh, I'm telling you, these 4-placers are awesome because with a 6-placer, I don't have much control. And a 9-placer, of course, I don't. And a 7 or whatever, you know, all of those. I don't really have a lot of control with those, but this 4-placer, it's a lot more control there because you're not putting as many drills down at once. And I can keep them straighter. And I'm OCD about keeping my drills totally straight, like all the time. They've just got to be straight, or I lose my mind. So, so I can just pick up 3 like I do right there, or I can just pick up 2 like I do right here, and I can put them in, and I don't have to worry about it. Or I can do 4 at once. Sometimes I do have to go back and kind of straighten a little bit or whatever, but it's not too bad. Oh, awesome, Jennifer Roberts. And welcome. You know, I like the 3-placer 2 Dreamer. I just like the fact that the 4 is just as easily controllable, but you can do one more drill. That's pretty much, it just gives me a little bit of versatility. I was working today a little bit on this section with a 6-placer or a 7-placer, and you can see spots where I just can't get them straight even after using that 7-placer, and I'm not a huge fan of it. Maybe if I get better with it. Well, thank you so much, Jennifer Roberts. I'm sure he appreciates it. Us Lyft drivers, we make enough off of the rides, but it's nice to have those tips because I can make in tips in one night the same amount that I make in fares if everybody would tip. So half my money would be tips and half would be fares, but not a lot of people tip anymore. I don't know. I don't get it. I guess they figure that, you know, they paid for the ride, they don't need a tip. And I always provide good tips. I have colored LED lights under my dash that light up my floorboards, and they even dance to the music. I mean, their music, they're synced to the music, and they'll dance to the music and change color and flash and everything. I'm actually going to get a Bluetooth karaoke mic so that my passengers can sing karaoke in the car. Yeah, you know, I work hard for my tips. Hello, Rebecca McClellan. Yeah, the 4-placers, Shauna, you can also get them from a company called Staroar, Staroar. They sell the 4-placers in like a 10-pack for like $6, I think. Um, you can buy them there as well, and if you buy a Staroar painting, they come with a 4-placer. Oh, I use tweezers all the time, Alley Crafts. I use tweezers all the time, but it's usually to pick drills off and not put them on. But I tell you, I'm running close on this color. Luckily, this is the last of this color that I need, so. I think I may need to redo my wax in this four placer. I've been using it all afternoon. Well, hello, Mrs. Coffee. Yes, I am pretty perky tonight. And hello, Pippa. Didn't see you drop in. And Rachel Ray, hello. Hello. Okay, y'all. I got to do it. It's time for the big announcement now. It is time for the big announcement. So I have been keeping all of you in suspense for a couple of weeks now as to the identity of Mrs. Unicorn, as we so lovingly named her in this chat a couple of weeks ago. And her and I have been talking, and she is now prepared to identify herself so that everybody will know who she is. So, tonight we're going to learn the identity of Mrs. Unicorn. And we're going to do this in a special way, because this is the way we planned on doing it. But we were going to wait till December because we had a different way of doing it planned, but we decided, no, let's get it out of the way now. So we're going to do it now because she's ready to make it a YouTube official. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have everybody kind of don't type anything for a few minutes, because the only person that's going to be allowed to say anything is Mrs. Unicorn. And she is in this chat right now. So I'm going to get everybody to stop typing, put your keyboard down for a minute, and I'm going to have her reply to one thing. Mrs. Unicorn, I love you. There you go, folks. She is no longer Mrs. Unicorn. Well, we can still call her that if you want to, but she's no longer the mystery Mrs. Unicorn. Yes, it is, Hippie Grandma. We were going to do this during a live, but we were going to do it together on camera. But we decided, let's do it now. Yes, thank you all so much. It really means a lot to have the support of the community. It really does. But I will be going down. 2 weeks from now, I will not be having a live because I am going to Alabama to visit her for the weekend. So we're actually going to meet in person for the first time, which is going to be so awesome. Can't wait. Yes, all yours for an entire weekend. Well, you're always all mine. So. Yes, Allie. She lives in Alabama, and I live in North Dakota. Um, YouTube and Facebook brought us together. She is a co-admin in Sherry's group, along with several others of us. And we started talking because she was having some troubles. And I was just kind of helping her through it. And before you know it, we're falling for each other. And so, we're going to see where this goes. And we're very, very hopeful for the future because it's like a perfect match. So, yeah, I'm super excited. Wondered if anybody would catch that, Rebecca. I wondered if anybody would catch that. I did that. Yeah, we did that on purpose just to see if anybody would catch it. Yes, Dreamer, that's eventually the plan is I'm going to go down there and visit for a weekend in 2 weeks, and she's coming up around the time of her birthday to visit me in December. And then, we're going to probably make several trips back and forth to visit. And then if it really looks like things are going to work right and really like we plan on them working and like we see it working, then I will be moving to Alabama. Yeah, you did message me, Rebecca, and you asked me if that's who it was, and all I said was, I can't say. Yes, I do know it's going to work. I do know it's going to work. I have no doubts in my mind there, and I always use the when, and I always get on to you because you don't. But yeah, my plans are to move to Alabama probably, I'm going to say sometime next year, but we'll wait and see how it works out money wise and everything and how I can afford to make the move. And if I do move down, when I move down, I will quit my job and I will do Lyft full time in Birmingham because I have the potential to make more money doing that there than I do working here and doing Lyft at the same time. So that's the plan. Sue, it's going to be near Birmingham. Yeah, we told you, Allie. Hiya, Brian. Brian, you missed it. We announced, we made it YouTube official. Amber and I did. And welcome, Dorothy. Thank you so much. Rachel, if I had the money, her and I would probably come to Ireland because she wants to go to Paris and I want to see Paris too. And I promised her that one day we will see Paris together. So, but we would come there for the retreat if we could. Hippie grandma, calm down. Oh, definitely. I would still love to come and see at some point. It probably won't be anytime really soon because, Europe trip costs quite a bit of money. Hi, Jeremy. Well, that is awesome, Melissa. That's our plan for the future. Oh, yes, I'll bring Hank. Of course I'll bring Hank. She loves Hank. Do I do any drilling or am I at a coffee class? Yes, I do drilling. I'm sorry, Lisa. I'm sorry. We got carried away with the announcement. Right now, she has cats, but we don't know if she will have them by the time I come down there because of the living situation she's in right now. Oh, that would be awesome. I don't know if he would fly really well, Rachel. Bring him to Florida. Hank's just going to go on the nationwide. He's going to go on a world tour. We're going to book dates. People can pay admission to come see him. That's right. The traveling cat named Hank L. Yep. Hank, you hear that? You're going on a world tour. You better wake up. He doesn't really care right now. Thank you so much, Carla. Yeah, he's high. I put some catnip down for him, and he laid there and rolled in it for like 10 minutes, just rolling around on the floor in it. And then he kind of went berserk for like, the next 15. And then he just climbed up in his perch and he's been sleeping since. He's sleeping off the high now. Oh, I didn't get a drill on it that time. I may need to hit my wax again. Yes, thank you all so much. It means a lot. It really does. That was the biggest worry, was what would people say? Would there be any negativity? And I don't understand why there would be. But, we were worried about it, that not everybody would support this. Oh, awesome, Rachel. Well, thank you for coming in for this. And by the way, Rachel, I don't know if you were in here when I announced it. Shauna is my daughter, my youngest daughter. Exactly, Carla. Ignore it. It's the bear's mama. That's great. We'll throat chop them. Well, that's the plan, Jeremy. Oh, guess what? I'm done with that color for good. I don't have any more of it left on the canvas. I love it when I get to finish up a color and I don't need that color anymore. But I do need to fill in a spot that I missed. Exactly, Melissa. I mean, and really it was, it just kind of happened, and it was so cool because that's the first time in my life it actually just kind of happened, and it wasn't something that I went looking for or whatever. It just happened. So it was like just a natural organic thing. And I'm amazed. And I never thought I could feel this way about anybody. So exactly, Mrs. Coffee. Thank you so much, Andrea. It does mean a lot. That section is done, folks. Now I can measure and cut my next one. I think I've already have. I thought I did. I guess I didn't. And goes to that one. So it'll go right there. And then I measure. All I got to do is just go right there like that. Oh, it has already been cut across. Awesome. Awesome. And there's my next section ready to go. All right, what did I? Linda, Shauna lives in Tennessee. No, Shauna's not a child, Mrs. Coffee. She's 20. She's almost 21. Now all of my kids are grown ups now. Yes, yes. I will be closer to all of them. She lives in kind of a different part of Tennessee than the other ones do, so still be a little farther away from her than I will the rest of them. But I'll be approximately 3 hours away from where they're at. So if when I move down there, so it's kind of a win-win for me to move down there because I will be closer to them and the grandbabies. Oh yes, Allie, I've got four. Shauna's the youngest. She's almost 21. Um, Her brother is 22. And then she has a sister who is 25 and a brother who is 26, which incidentally is the same age as Amber. That's kind of why people might say something negative because, you know, I have kids her age, but the oldest one, I talked to him about it, and he says, Dad, as long as you're happy, I'm happy for you, and don't let it worry you. I mean, they're cool. I know all of my kids will be cool with this, so I'm not worried too much about them not liking it or not accepting her, because they're gonna love her to death. And that's right, age is just a number. I don't see the number, I see the person. Nope, Rachel, I'm 46. And we do, Melissa. We are very good to one another, and we do. Yes, that's true, Rachel. I was born in 1973. Exactly, Pippa. And mine does at times betray me. But see, the thing is with me, I do sound younger, and I think there's a reason behind that. Short of maybe a couple of people that are around my age, most of my friends and the people I hang out with are all in their mid to late 20s anyway. So I get along better with people at that age range. Does that make me immature? I guess maybe it does, but yes, we're gonna have to double the size of the craft room. Yep, that's right. Nothing else matters. Yep, I'm a boy child. Yep, that's me. Oh yeah, I know a few immature people too. I really do. Wait a minute. Where's my drill? Where's my other half of drills for this kit? There they are. I moved them out of the way earlier and forgot to bring them back. I don't need any more of that color. This section, there's some ABs. Look at that. I get to do ABs on camera. I've noticed one thing. ABs don't slide against each other as easily as other drills do. I don't even think we're going to argue over that, because more than likely we'll probably just agree to work on it together. Yeah, Jeremy, I did think you were younger the first time I went to one of your lives when I first joined YouTube. I remember thinking you were younger too. Well, don't rush it, Shauna. Don't rush it, because your brother's already got another one on the way. So should be any day now, I think. Hello, Robbins DP and Crafts. Yeah, don't rush it, Shauna. You take care of y'all first, and make sure you have what you need, so that way when you bring one into the world, you can take care of it. Um, Definitely do that, because don't make the mistakes that we made when we were young. Well, that's not any good, Melissa. There's got to be something wrong with that glue if they're sliding around on the glue. Yes, diamond painting together will be awesome. And I won't care what DP it is either. It'd be nice to have a diamond painting partner besides Hank. Oh, that's awesome, Robin. I love that Christine picture. Oh, we'll share the DP pens, Brian. Don't you know what's hers is hers and what's mine is hers too? Oh, I won't forget it. It's awesome, Shauna. What do you mean, Robin? That's not reversed. What's hers is hers and what's mine is hers too. I really don't even need that light pad on. I guess I just get so used to having a light pad on that I feel like I need it, even though I really don't with Diamond Art Club. Yes, we do have an awful lot of learning, and we still got to learn each other to to some extent, because there's a whole lot of difference between uh, knowing each other online as words on a screen or on video chat or whatever, and being together in person. So I mean, there's a lot of learning, and we will grow together. We're both dedicated to making this work out. So that's the important first step. So no, it's not bad. I mean, I don't necessarily complain about the cold up here. I don't like it, but I usually don't complain about it. I just kind of live with it and say, you know what, this is where I live and this is what it is. But I would much rather be down south too. And you know what, Saphira's mama, that is 100% correct. And that's one thing that we've both found about each other. She is the first person I've ever been able to be completely open with and not worried about whether she's going to judge me for it or not. So it's a new thing for me to be this open with anybody. So and so when there is a wedding, we've discussed this, when there is a wedding, for those that can't make it to the wedding, we are going to live stream the wedding on YouTube. Now, I say when, but that doesn't mean soon. That just means that we're committed to making this work. So we're not using ifs, we're using whens. So when there is a wedding, we will be live streaming it on YouTube. So everybody can join us. Well, Allie, we're just we've skipped. I mean, we're just saying we talk about the future, but when we talk about the future, we're not using if for everything. We're keeping a positive attitude and we're saying when. You know, when I move down there, when we get married, you know, that kind of thing. So don't take that as meaning that there's plans like set in stone for dates or anything like that. It's just we're using positives instead of ifs. Hello, Chronically Crafty. Well, yes, Robbins, DP, and Crafts, you have an ulterior motive for wanting somebody to come to Arizona. How's that house selling going for you there, by the way? Hello, Kelly Watley. Hank is sleeping off a catnip high. He's up there just kind of chilling. Hey, buddy. Hey. Yeah, there's his ears. Oh, awesome, Robbins. How did that go? You think it's good prospective buyer, or you think they're gonna not take it? Hank is up there making weird growling noises now. He's probably mad because I woke him up. These ABs are absolutely gorgeous. It's just too bad the camera won't pick them up right. Oh, that's good. It's always good to be hopeful. Somebody will buy it because I mean I've seen the pictures of it, and it's a really nice house. I wouldn't know why somebody wouldn't want it unless it's just out of their price range. Oh, thank you, Beth. Yeah, true, Robin. I get that, but you know, when I went looking at houses, I looked at ones I knew I couldn't buy too. It's just a matter of because you want to go see, you know, maybe one of those deals like you want to see how the other half lives. It's like your own personal version of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Only you get the personal tour instead of Robin Leach walking around telling you about it on camera. I know it's a big waste of time for realtors and the owners and everything else. I get that. And, you know, really you shouldn't look at a house that you can't buy, but people do, I guess. It's the same thing as when I lived in San Diego and I was in the Navy, right outside the back, right outside the north gate of Miramar, there was a Porsche dealership. And right next to the Porsche dealership was a Ferrari and Land Rover dealership. No, it was Porsche and Land Rover and a Ferrari dealership next door. I used to go to the Ferrari dealership all the time and look at the cars in the showroom. Of course, I always got really strange looks from the guy behind the salesman in there who's dressed in his like finest, like $5,000 tailored suit. And he would always kind of look over the top of his glasses at me like I didn't belong in there. But I would always go look at the Ferraris, knowing I would never, ever be able to afford one unless I, hit the Powerball at some point in time. But yeah, I mean, same reason people shop there and do that kind of stuff, I guess. Oh, Shauna, you thinking about getting another diamond painting? You really should. It gives you enough time to. If you got enough time, it gives you something to do to kill your time. Mrs. Coffee, I would wrestle a gator without a prize in the end. Just to say I did it. I mean, I did brave the ostriches at the safari park the last time I went down to Tennessee. So, I mean, I could probably wrestle an alligator. Nope, I missed one. Okay, so I got a question for people. What do you do to keep uh, ABs from pulling the wax out of the tip of your pen? Because I've tried the wax and it always, I mean, luckily this time it didn't do it. But throughout this whole painting, I've had a hard time with the ABs pulling the wax out of the tip of the pen. And I've tried the wax, I've tried the blue tack, and it pulls it out too. I don't know what to do to keep it. Old wax. I've tried the blue tack, Pippa. Dirty wax. Okay. Wow. Never would have thought that. Maybe that's why I didn't pull it out this time, because I've been using the same wax in this tip pretty much all afternoon. So. Ah, okay. That's hard for me, Pippa, because I have a heavy hand when I diamond paint. You used to own an alligator, Jeremy? That'd be awesome. See, I'm a person who wants odd pets. I love my cat. I love my cat to death. I love normal pets, but I love odd pets. I want a chimpanzee. Oh, that's okay, Gina Wynn. You do what you got to do. When I go in other people's lives, I end up doing that. I'll stick around for the first few minutes and say hi and I'll talk, and then I'll get caught up in working on something and I'll forget to chat, and I always feel bad. You had a pet skunk. Yeah, see, now I knew somebody that had a denatured skunk, and they're just like cats. A denatured skunk is just like a cat. And I knew somebody had a pet possum. That was a weird pet. You just don't want to touch it because it just looks like it's going to rip your finger off if you do. But it was actually a really gentle pet. You're eating and lurking, Beth. Okay, what are we having tonight? I had Five Guys today. I love Five Guys. It's like my favorite burger place ever. Well, Shauna, what you don't know is when you were newborn, you were probably only a few months old, and we lived in Jackson, Mississippi, just south of Jackson, down in Mendenhall. You were still just barely 6 months old. There was a place down south of Jackson, south of where we lived. It was an exotic animal orphanage. It was basically retired circus animals and stuff that these people had taken in, and they created like a little walk-through zoo that you could walk through and see the tigers and the chimpanzees and these retired circus animals. They had a pair of tigers, a male and a female, that the female was pregnant, and they were going to sell the tiger cubs for $500 a piece. And I almost bought a tiger cub. But then I realized I had a 6-month-old child, and I wanted to keep my 6-month-old child, so I decided not to buy the tiger cub. Grilled cheese and chili, that actually sounds good. Isn't it, Andrea? Isn't it? Five Guys is amazing. And the best part is like they make the whole basket of fries. And then they pour some in the cup, and they put the cup in the bag, and then they just dump the rest of the basket of fries on top in the bag. So you get all the fries they made, and their fries are so good. Diane, I usually get either the bacon burger all the way, or I get if I'm not really hungry, I'll get the little bacon burger all the way. The little bacon burger is bigger than most places, big burgers. So, yeah, you never knew that, Shauna. It's yeah, almost bought a tiger cub, but you were 6 months old, and I wanted to keep the 6-month-old, so I decided not to buy the tiger because yeah, I didn't want you to be kitty dinner. Hello, Jamie Kerner. I get my Five Guys through Sensational Crafter. The best fries in the U.S. are McDonald's fries. I mean, if you're going by fast food fries, McDonald's are the best fries. Just no way around it. But that's also a matter of personal opinion too. Yes, when they're hot. When they're hot, McDonald's fries. When they get cold, they're like chewy. And they're not really great. I am doing great crafting with Christy. Doing wonderful. I didn't see you pop in there, so I must have missed you. But now, like I said, Five Guys fries, they have the skin on the fries still, and I don't know if it's the oil they use to cook them in or whatever, but they just are awesome fries, and I love it because they just stick so many in the bag because they just dump the whole basket in there, and that's what they're known for and they're just like if anybody's ever lived near the beach and had boardwalk fries, That's exactly what Five Guys fries are like. Okay, Pippa, take care. Eat something good. Uh-oh, I hear another country herd from back here. Yeah. He's awake now. What do you want? Yeah. Yeah. Really? Here, come say hi to your fans. Yeah, there's a kitty on the screen. You see that, huh? He sees himself on the screen and he's like, uh-huh, what's that? There's a cat. Thank you so much, Pippa. Means a lot. Yep, there's Hank. He's getting his little face rubs in. Yeah, if you missed it, Christy, we announced the identity of Mrs. Unicorn. Well, that's awesome, Robbins. Awesome, Robin. Yes, Rachel, Hank is making his nightly appearance. Oh, did you miss it, Robin? You missed it too? Yes, it is Ash Inc. 93. Amber. He's my buddy. Him's my buddy. Thank you, Christy. This is coffee. Oh, he's laying right in my sticky spot. Oh, Hank, buddy. Really? Okay. Can I get back to diamond painting now, buddy? Thank you, Robin. Mm. And yes, she is the home screen on my phone as well. So no, Christy, he's actually been sleeping off a catnip high. He just woke up from it. Beth, I'm the big winner here. Honestly, I am. I am the luckiest man alive. Yeah, and he probably is ready for treats. It is that time. He normally gets treats at 8 o'clock, but he slept through 8, so. And I didn't give him any when I before I went live. So he's probably wanting his treats right now. Yeah, and he probably does have the munchies. Yeah. I'm sure there are, Beth. I think there probably is. They're all over the country. I know there's one in Birmingham because when you go into Five Guys, they have like newspaper articles about Five Guys all around the store in pictures on the wall. And I remember seeing one in the local Five Guys here about one of the Birmingham, uh, magazines or whatever had an article about them. So. All right, I am all done with the ABs on that section. I actually completed this whole section today already. Not even showing you. I actually completed this whole section today. Just started it today. So, yay me. Well, I didn't really start it today. I had the ABs in place already. I did those last week, but there was no race today. Well, there was. They got the first stage done and it rained, so they postponed till tomorrow. Ow, okay. Hank is Christy. Here is my favorite picture of her. That is my absolute favorite picture of her. But she does have a YouTube channel, and she did do a face reveal, and she even showed her face when she opened the My BFF pen that I sent her. So if you want to see and hear her, you can go to her YouTube page. She is Christy. She's absolutely beautiful. I tell her that all the time. She doesn't believe me. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to give Hank treats. Here you go, buddy. He was reaching up and digging his claws in my back. I had to give him treats. Robin, she lives near Birmingham, Alabama. Oh, you're welcome, Jamie. I love the BFF pens, and I love the way they do theirs, where you don't have to. Oh, I got a brown round in with my 310 squares. I love the way they do their pens. He makes the pens, post a picture of the pen, and then you get to comment the My BFF, and then he does the random number generator for the person who gets the chance to buy it, which is so much better than being on a waiting list for like 4 months to order a pen, and then they have to make it and send it to you. Oh, you figured it out on the pen reveal too, Debbie. Okay. Yeah, I saw your comment there. Yeah. Been chatting instead of whipping. And then I'm going to distract you after the live is over anyways. So. Oh, and by the way, everyone, I don't know how many in here are taking part in it, but there is a DP-a-thon next weekend. Is it next weekend already? Yeah, it is next weekend. There is a DP-a-thon next Friday and Saturday. I am closing the DP-a-thon out, so I will be coming online. I will be doing my live earlier than my schedule, my normal scheduled time. I already have the live announcement made up and done, and it's posted on my channel, so you can go and set your reminder for that. And there is a playlist of everybody that is scheduled to go live at this point, which they're still trying to fill in some extra spots. So I'm pretty sure you can contact Marissa if you'd like one of those empty spots. I think the empty spots they have left are overnights. It's like overnight Friday night and Saturday morning. So I don't know if they're all filled yet or not. I haven't been keeping up with the DP-a-thon chat. So if anybody might be interested in doing an overnight, a time in the middle of the night, US time, let one of them know. And there is a playlist. Oh, thank you. You're my favorite distraction too. Yes, Jamie, he does have a he does have a web page you can go to order the pins. They're a bit more expensive if you order them like that, and he has to make them for you than what they are if he sells them through the My BFF Facebook page. So, but yeah, he does have a ton of blanks that you can order from. You know what, Andrea? I don't know what times. Yeah, it's Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Yes, Saturday night, early Sunday morning. Yeah, because the DP-a-thon starts Friday night, I think, and goes till Sunday evening, and I'm the last one. The next DP-a-thon right now, there is a poll in the DP-a-thon chat for it, and so somebody will be announcing that when that's decided. If you want, I can add you into the chat, and you can talk it over with the people who are organizing it. All right, Shauna. Well, I love you, sweetie. You take care of yourself. And I'll have to make it up there to see you sometime because you're over there near Bristol, and I want to come over there and go to the race sometime. So once I get moved down to Alabama and I decide I want to go to the Bristol race, I may have to come and stay with you and Thomas for a night or two. Yeah, Robin. Shauna is my youngest daughter. She has two older brothers and an older sister. Yeah, I'll get you added into that group, Andrea. Definitely. Um, Let me see how I go about adding a person. Yeah, there we go. Add a person. Okay, you're added. Oh, that's fine. I mean, everything is kind of explained in the chat there. All you got to do is everybody that's organizing it is in there, and they can help you out with that as well. I don't know a whole lot. All I know is there's a form you have to get with Marissa or one of them. There is a form. It's like on Google Documents that you can go fill out, and she keeps it on file for DP-a-thons, and you can pick what times you're most available, and then when the next one comes around, she'll automatically look you up. I am Robin. I am truly blessed. I have some great kids. I have some great grandbabies. Another one on the way any day now. I'm just waiting for the news that the next one is around and here. Which would be really cool if she is born between now and the time I go down in 2 weeks, because I do plan on stopping off and seeing them on my way back through, on my way home on that Sunday. So hopefully there's a new grandbaby I can hold. Oh, awesome, Jeremy. Thank you. Thank you, Allie. It's going to be a little girl, and they're going to name her Bentley. And also, for anybody interested in keeping up with the DP-a-thon and watching, I'll post the link here for the playlist of everybody that is already enrolled in the DP-a-thon and has created their live announcement. So there is the playlist that is already made up. And of course, there will be additions to that as more people fill in the last remaining time slots. I do, Allie. I've got a lot of great things happening in my life, and I couldn't even feel more blessed and more happy about my life. And it's so odd because, like, when I started my YouTube channel, I was in a really bad place. Like, I was beginning to wonder if everything had been pulled out from underneath of me at one time. And to now be having so much good in front of me, it's just unreal, almost unfathomable. I love you too, Amber. Oh. What are you working on, Lizzie? Oh, you didn't see you didn't see me when I first started. Yeah, I started like in April, I think. It's like sometime in April. Exactly. Life is what you make it. And I'm making it better. Yeah, we're working on yours, but it's going to get better, I promise. Out with the old, in with the new. Oh, you don't need to. Oh, this was Lizzie. This was for the you have. Oh, you haven't made your live announcement thing for the playlist. Okay, okay. I was lost there for a minute. Oh, that's awesome, Jeremy. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I mean, I'm sorry you lost your mom. I really am. I lost mine August last year, so I know how that is. Yeah, you just got to excuse me, Lizzie. I'm a bit scatterbrained tonight, but I have a good excuse. I'll admit I've been scatterbrained for the last 3 weeks. But again, I have a good excuse for it. So, and I really need to do something about this stupid light pad. I've got the on off switch is right here on the corner, right where I lay my arm, and I keep laying my arm on it and turning it off. Oh wow, 19 years ago already. Wow, Jeremy. Mm. You know, Andrea, I have the Flying Eagle from Diamond Art Club, and I didn't realize how big that thing really is. And as much as I'm looking forward to doing it, that's a huge diamond painting. I'm trying not to, Allie, but it's right where I lay my arm on the desk naturally. And it's like I don't have any other room to move anything, so I've got to leave it right where it's at. But I just end up laying my arm on it all the time. I could, but I don't like it sitting like with the cord underneath the thing, and it's kind of laying over the cord and everything. So I try to keep it with the cord on this end. Mine's an A3 Sensational Crafter. It's an A3, but I want to upgrade to an A2. Or at least that's my plan in the future, anyway, is to upgrade to an A2. taped on the end of a piece of cardboard. Oh. Well, I don't have a kid that, well, yeah, I do have a kid that would pull it off. His name is Hank. I've learned since having Hank that owning a cat is like having a toddler that never grows up. Yeah, I know. I want something that covers my whole desk. Well, not my whole desk, but at least my whole work area. See, I've got my desk is actually a table from a break room at the office next to where I work. So I want something that'll actually cover the whole work area so I don't have to keep moving the light pad around all the time. Yes, and excuse my messy desk. I spend most of my time at home sitting in front of this desk, so it ends up accumulating a bunch of crap that I just get too lazy to actually throw away. That's exactly what I would want, Robin. I wasn't impressed with the difference in size between an A4 and an A3. I really wasn't. I mean, I ordered the A3 thinking it would be much bigger than what it is. And I'm like, well, that doesn't really do me much difference. No, sensational crafter, you know what? I would not expect her to. I really would not expect her to clean up after me. Yeah, meow. Yeah, and there he is. He's hanging out. There's a Hank. Now he's going to go exploring on my desk and finding stuff to knock off the desk, which is what he does best. It's what he does best. Yep. I do that a lot, Saphira's mama. I blow it out my nose like that, and it does look funny. And I sit and do that a lot too. Oh, thank you, Jeremy. Blowing rings? Nah. There's nothing to it. I used to blow smoke rings when I smoked cigarettes too. But now some of the vape tricks I've seen people do. I used to go to vape conventions, and they used to have like, and used to go to a lot of vape shops. Used to have like cloud contests and trick contests. And some of the tricks I've seen people do with vape was unreal. You're okay, babe. Get that diamond painting done. I mean, I haven't hardly gotten anything done on this section since I started my live either. So I never get much done during my lives. I never do. I don't know how Wolfpack does it. She'll sit there and like get huge amounts of her work done during a live, and I can't talk and work at the same time. I'm just no good at it. Where are you at, Saphira's mama? That vaping is illegal? Because e-cigarettes are vaping. This is an e. Oh, by the way, I got a new mod. I had to buy a new mod. My old one gave up on me. That one there kind of just gave up. So I had to go spend $65 yesterday for a new mod. The old one, well, the new one is digital as well. I mean, it's got a little readout on it there. It's just the other one has a big convenient screen on the front there that's got all the information on one big screen. I get the same function out of this one that I do out of that one. It's just you have a different navigation with the buttons. That's all. Oh, well, yeah, the long cylinders, yeah. It's still the same thing. Severa's Mama, it's just different package or different delivery method, but it's still vaping. I mean, it's the difference is they don't want somebody using a big cloud mod like this. That's all. No, it's not blue, Brian, because he didn't have any blue in. My old supervisor, the one that just quit, the other just quit on Saturday or Friday. He owns the vape shop that I go to, and I prefer to go there than any other shop in town simply because I know the owner and I'm friends with them and I'm considered family when I go in there. And that's an important thing to me when I shop at a business is that, that the business appreciates their customers. And I'm friends with all of them anyway. So I go there and I really wanted a blue one, but they didn't have anything in blue. And it would be a while before they could get it. And I needed one like right away. So I just kind of plunked down the money on the cheapest one they had. My tray, Beth. Thank you for bringing up the question that comes up in every live. The tray is from Archer's Arts on Facebook. They have a Facebook page. They 3D print all of their own trays. And I haven't checked it out in a while, but they've got more stuff now. I need to go check it out. I think they got lids for these trays now. They've got smaller trays. They've got different tops for their grinders, like this one. I got the grinder in the tray as a set. They have different tops for the grinders now that make it easier for people with like arthritis and stuff like that. It comes up off the top and it's got like knurled edge, and you can turn it like a knob. Yeah, I everybody asks where I get my tray. It's Archer's Arts on Facebook. You can look them up. They have a Facebook group, and they also have a Shopify site where you can go order the grinders and trays. And they also do a monthly color. Every month it's a new color, and she announces it usually right near the end of the previous month, or right at the beginning of the month. And it's a special color just for that month. And at the end of that month, that color ends. So yeah, definitely look them up. I like, oh, there you go, Mrs. Coffee. Thank you very much. What is the price range for these vape devices? My vape, this is kind of a cheap mod. It's plastic, and it's really, really lightweight. I mean, it's just the shape, it's just the weight of the batteries. The mod itself, this one ran me $65 for the mod, and the batteries run about $15 a pair for the 18650 batteries, rechargeables, like those. And that's about $15 a pair for them. And the tank, I use what's called a Freemax tank. It's got mesh coils, so the coils last forever. They last like 3-4 weeks. But the Freemax tank ran me about $30. So you're looking at your initial outlay a little over $100, but then you're, depending on how much you vape, your juice is right around $20 for a decent sized bottle. $60 for the tank, Mrs. Coffee? Oh, you got ripped on the tank. Yeah, Beth, I like 3D designs. Dan, he's really great with, putting out things that people want. The only issue I have with my 3D designs is the size of the trays. They look great. I love my guitar tray. I absolutely love it. It's got the lid on it. It's got the little stopper on it. And it's great, but look how small it is. It's not much bigger than a typical white boat. I mean, so that's the only problem I have with it. If I'm going to order an aftermarket tray, I want something bigger than what I get with a kit. That's my whole purpose behind having an aftermarket tray. Oh, what tank is that, Mrs. Coffee? I vape enough that I have to fill this tank. It's 7 milliliters, and I've got to fill it twice a day, at least. Like right now, I've got to fill it. It's pretty empty. Yeah, and they're not bad. I think, Beth, I paid for the grinder and the tray together. I think I paid $30. I don't know if their prices have changed. As I said, I haven't really checked them out in a while. You need to turn the AC on. You know what's funny, Robin? It snowed up here, and it's been down in the 30s the past few days, but my apartment stays so hot. Like, I have the thermostat off, and it is like, it's in the 70s or almost 80s in here right now with the window closed. I have to have my window open in the wintertime in order to stay comfortable in the house because it is so hot in this apartment. I've actually had it up to 90 in this apartment without having the heat on. And the reason why is because that wall right over there, the other side of that wall is the mechanical room where the hot water heater, and we have baseboard heat throughout the building. So all of the hot water for the baseboard heat also comes from just the other side of that wall. So it heats my apartment for me without me even having to try to. Oh, you got the 16 prints. Oh, awesome. Hank, what, buddy? What? He's up here digging his claw in my side, and I don't know what he wants. And see, Jennifer Roberts isn't even here for the special effects. See? She missed out on the special effects. She stopped in a little while ago. I don't know where she went. Hello, Nicole. Yeah, I'm sure he does want me to stop DPing, Allie. That's what he always does. As soon as I sit down, and he's actually let me work on it today, but I think it's because I gave him the catnip. I had him occupied for a while. You know, I'm not a fan of the touchscreen mods, Jamie. I really am not. Unless it has some kind of a lock on it that keeps you from touching it when you got it in your pocket or when you're carrying it in your hand, and then you end up changing your wattage and you crank it all the way up to like 200 watts, and then you go take a hit off of it and you about choke yourself. I don't know that I would want a touchscreen mod. They've got a mod out now that is actually a Bluetooth speaker built into the vape mod. So you've always got a Bluetooth speaker with you wherever you go. Oh, it locks down as soon as you hit the fire button. But what if you're just carrying it in your hand and not hitting the fire button? I mean, is the screen active? Like if I'm holding it in my hand like this and my fingers are on top of the screen while I'm carrying it, is it going to change my wattage on me while I'm carrying it like that? I mean, I'm sure they thought about that when they designed it. I wouldn't think that they wouldn't, but they're trying to get things out so fast to be the first to do it that sometimes they don't think about things like that. Okay, good. Then I'd give it a shot. See, this channel, when I started it, I almost made it a vape review channel. I was going to do a vaping review channel for vaping devices and stuff like that. But I was kind of more into the diamond painting thing and figured I'd make it a diamond painting channel. And I'm glad I did, because now I look back on it as the only thing I would have been able to review is the stuff I own. And I don't own a lot of vaping stuff, at least that works still, because I don't ever buy anything new unless something I own breaks. I don't just buy new vaping stuff just to have new vaping stuff. So and you've got to be a pretty well established channel if you want vaping companies to send you free gear to test on camera. So Yes, and I met someone through my YouTube channel, and I am just completely blown away by that. It's a life-changing experience. Welcome back, Saphira's mama. What scared you to death? Or, well, halfway to death. If it scared you to death, you wouldn't be back. I knew that would make her say something. Bird crashed into the window. Well, you know how to solve that problem, right, Saphira's mama? So it doesn't happen again? Don't clean the windows so good. That is totally correct, Allie. I would not have, and I would still be just sitting here with just me and Hank, and I'd be vaping. It's because y'all are too OCD about having the window completely streak free. See? I love all you crazy peeps. I really do. Because without you, I wouldn't have a channel. I mean, to be honest with you. And I would have given it up a long time ago. So, and I like having the crazy chats on Sunday nights. I really do. I wouldn't have it any other way. I can't remember the last time I cleaned my windows either. I'll be honest with you. And I vape in here and I get that film built up on the windows. But yeah, I don't have birds crashing in my window, so I guess that's a plus. Oh, yuck, Mrs. Coffee. I think I finished that color, didn't I? Yes. Oh, I get to finish up my reds. Some of them. I don't have a whole lot of those left either. All I've got is probably a few right here. Maybe a couple there and there. And then I've just got a few over here. And that's it for that color. Like I said, I love finishing up a color and never having to touch it again. Especially this early on in a diamond painting. But I've got a massive amount of blue coming up over in here. Oh, that's right. That reminds me. When I get done with my live, I've got to go find a downloadable copy of tonight's Walking Dead. I totally forgot Walking Dead was starting back up. Because I don't have AMC, because I have Hulu TV, and Hulu doesn't have AMC in its lineup. And so I don't get to watch The Walking Dead live. I I have to download it later. Shh, don't tell anybody. On this one, Allie, a couple of months, I think. I don't know. You can go back to my videos and find out what day I posted the unboxing video of this one, because I unboxed it the day I got it. And I started on it the very next day. So that'll tell you how long it's been since I started on it. It's been a couple of months, though, I'm sure. But I don't work really fast. I was surprised I got that much done today. But that's because the race was postponed till tomorrow, at least the last 2/3 of it. Which is a good thing, because now the supervisor isn't there to get on to me about my phone and having it out visible. And I can set it up on my workbench at work, and I can put my earbuds in, and I can watch the race tomorrow at work while I work. So I'm kind of happy about that. He was really bad about phones. Nobody else really was, so he just kind of made the rule up himself. We have a double standard at work. All of us out on the floor, we used to have our phones out. We got one girl who does it's kind of like repetitive menial work that you just sit at a table and do. And she would have her phone out, and she would have a digital copy of a book in front of her, and she would sit there and read while she was working, because it was something she could do with her hands that she didn't need to be looking at all the time. So she could sit there and read, and she would do that, and I'd prop my phone up over on my workbench, and I'd pop a video on, or Hulu or something, and I would watch that. Well, I'd have it on in the background while I was working. I couldn't just sit and watch it. And he made up this rule that, oh, we can't have your phones on out on the floor. They got to be in your pocket or face down. And he'd walk around, like when he would speak of the rule for the next 2 weeks, he would walk around and enforce it. And then you wouldn't hear nothing else about it, and everybody would go back to normal. And then he'd come back around. We'd have a meeting, and at the meeting, he'd throw out, oh, we got to watch phone usage. And for the next 2 weeks, he'd, walk around and enforce it again. And, but the problem is the front office up front. You go into the HR woman's thing and need something from her. She's got 2 computer screens in front of her, and one of them's usually got Amazon pulled up and she's shopping, and the other one's got Netflix pulled up and she's watching Netflix. And the woman who does all of our paperwork for the parts that we do at work, she's usually got Netflix pulled up in her office, and nobody says a word to them, and so it's like double standard. But now that the supervisor is gone that made that rule, I don't have to worry about it anymore. Hey, Kim Turner, welcome. Oh, I'm sure if the people that worked in the front office did diamond painting, I'm pretty sure they would bring that into work and work on that too. But we're not even supposed to pull our phone out of our pocket to check a text message or to answer a text. He's like, oh, maybe one text a day. Like if your woman calls or texts you and says, bring home milk after work, you're allowed to answer back, okay. But I don't want to see you doing more than that. And so, yeah, you'd have to go hide in a corner somewhere and answer to text, or you have to pick and choose moments when he's not out walking around, which he was unmedicated ADHD. And so he would like run around like a madman all day long, constantly like trying to keep himself busy by just checking up on everybody every moment. So he was always around. We don't know yet as far as a new supervisor goes. The actual floor manager is a guy that's been with the company since the company started in '82. But he wants a supervisor on the floor so that he doesn't have to come down out of his office and, deal with us if he doesn't need to. So he wants somebody that's down there day to day, all day long, that can basically be the floor lead, is what the supervisor is called. He's really not a supervisor, but he's kind of halfway given authority to be a supervisor. But it's not really his job title. So we don't know if they're going to promote from within, because the one person that's most qualified for the job is actually the floor manager's son. And our company has a very strict policy of not hiring like couples or family members, that kind of thing. So he probably wouldn't get it. Other than that, there's only 2 of us that are actually qualified to take over the old supervisor's position, and I'm one of them, but I was not recommended by the supervisor. Wonder why. For that position. So we don't know if they're going to promote from within for somebody else, or if they're going to hire from the outside or yet or not. We don't know what's going on. If I leave my phone on at work and leave the screen unlocked, chances are that whoever I am texting with is probably going to get some kind of really weird text message that would not sound like anything I would actually say, because somebody else will pick it up and text on your behalf. Oh, it's okay, Rachel. Isn't it like 2 o'clock in the morning over there for you? Hello, Kathy Gibbs. Oh, it's 4 a.m. I would be in bed right now if it's 4 a.m. Then again, I didn't get into bed this morning until 4 a.m. So I actually I actually quit doing Lyft early because it was so busy. I was from 5 o'clock in the afternoon until when I quit at 1 o'clock. I guess I got home about 1:30. I would pick up a ride and it would throw one in my queue to pick up when I dropped that one off. And I kept that way all night long. It never stopped. And I was sitting there waiting on a passenger to come get in my car because it gives them a 5-minute timer. And I was sitting out in the car waiting on them to come out of the apartment building, and I fell asleep sitting there in the car, and I was like, okay, it's time for me to go home. So I got home like 1:30, and Amber was already in bed by then. So I just kind of sat here and watched like really weird YouTube videos. I got lost in the YouTube rabbit hole, which tends to happen from time to time. And those rabbit hole trips are so much fun. I found a polka version of Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. A polka version. Yeah. And it sounded good. And then, of course, I watched a bunch of Puddle's Pity Party, which if y'all haven't watched Puddle's Pity Party, he's a 7-foot tall clown, sad clown, with this absolutely amazing singing voice. And he was on America's Got Talent a couple of years ago, and he didn't even make it past like the judge cuts. I think it was judge cuts, or no, he made it to the live shows, and I don't think he made it past the quarterfinals. But he's like a YouTube celebrity, and he is so good. But I'm going to tell you, Mrs. Coffee, Puddles is not a creepy looking, scary clown. He's just a 7 foot tall bald dude that wears this like little crown on his head with a P like handwritten on it, and it's his head is all white, and he's got a sad face, and he never speaks. He never speaks a word until he sings, and he has got this just spectacular, awesome, amazing singing voice. And he even did a song. He did Pinball Wizard. He did the song Folsom Prison Blues to the tune of Pinball Wizard, and then he flipped it around and did Pinball Wizard to the tune of Folsom Prison Blues. And he sounded just like Johnny Cash. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I got kicked out of a Facebook group one time because I posted a picture of a clown. Beth, my favorite driver is at the current time is Chase Elliott. No, my thing isn't clowns. I'm not scared of clowns, but dolls are creepy. They are creepy as hell. No, not like Chucky. I'm talking about like porcelain dolls, especially old porcelain dolls. Ugh. You let me walk into a dark room and flip the light on and see a porcelain doll sitting there, and I will freak out. I probably have, Robin, but I just probably don't remember it. And I don't know why I have a fear of them. I think that I just find them creepy. I just find them to be creepy. I don't have any of that color. In this one. You know I'm going to text you and wake you up, Amber, right? Actually, it is 6 after 10. I've done lost track of time over here. I didn't realize it was so late. So, yeah, I've got to get ready for bed too, because I do have to get up in the morning, and I want to talk to her for a little while before she goes to sleep. So I'm going to hop off of here. It's been a great 2 hours. Had a lot of fun. Good laughs. Another great night. I love doing these. I really do. I used to dread them. Now I love them. Oh, you all are very welcome. And everybody have a wonderful, safe week. And again, next weekend, I will be going on a little bit earlier than normal because of the DP-a-thon, since I'm closing it out. So again, I will post the playlist for the DP-a-thon, and that way you can check out all of your favorite creators that are taking part in it. And I will see you all next weekend, a little bit earlier than my normal time, but I will be here. So until then, rock on, y'all.